So this drops on December 2nd. Great.
December. You just say December, my whole spirit just.
Good for you.
You know it.
Listen, I gotta look forward to something because I'm going crazy.
What time is it?
Passa, passa,
Time?
passa, passa.
Time? Every gal. I go me a
Passa, passa.
stop, girl, wine, drink until I drink and rave till the morning light, my
What it? Center. Have a shop stand.
uptown, downtown. You know who this is? Hot man, them no bad like me.
Finishing the year strong. I think that's the.
Finishing the year strong. I've already failed this year. Yeah,
Whoa.
year has already finished me.
Wait a second, that's right here and start over.
My girl, from you gave birth to a whole human being, you were check. I did great
Finished.
this year. Moving on. 2023.
I did great this year.
I won. She won 2022.
Wow. Done.
You're welcome, world.
You're welcome. Let's hit 2023. Let's go.
2023.
I can do with 2023 now.
2023 sounds weird to me. Just the words 2023 sounds weird to me. I'm sure that's what it sounded like in 2022, but
I will say I'm looking forward to getting that student loan money. I am looking forward to finishing the year with that cross off the list.
Listen.
Fill them forms out.
Listen.
Do you ladies do resolutions at the beginning of the new year?
No.
Because I don't really.
I don't. I have never accomplished any, and I stopped.
I think before maybe even the pandemic, I used to say, what am I looking forward to for next year? But I don't even do that anymore.
It's funny because I went back to our episode right before the pandemic hit, and I was listening to what we were saying our plans were for the year. I was like, in some weird ways, those things did happen. I can't remember who it was, but they're like, oh, I want to just make more time for my family and friends. I think this was Mish. I was like, oh, you had a whole year in the house with your family. Oh my God. God was like, you asked me for this, girl.
God, be careful. That's why I don't ask nothing. No, God, no thank you.
Don't ask for nothing.
You go ahead and take the wheel. I don't want it.
ask.
Thanks
It was
so much.
so weird. So
She
weird.
said, no, God. That asking for nothing.
Nope, don't just send wherever I want to send at this point. Me not even business.
I'm
not
done.
nothing. At this point, it's a day-to-day kind of a thing that's happening here. Let's just roll with the days, and that's it. So I have no idea. I mean, we talked about in our first episode, we talked about things that we're looking forward to through the end of the year. I don't know. Next year just seems weird. Obviously, you know, the 40s are coming. Every
You've
time
been
we
saying
talk
that since
What
last
is here?
year. She's been saying that since last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
the 40s
But I
are
guess-
here.
I
The
guess
The
I
40s are
wanted to
coming. The
hear
40s.
for the folks turning 40, but also 40 next year. Like, are there things you think that you had intended for this year that you're like, am I doing a self check-in about where I am with those things?
I know I am, and it's not even like where my life is, because I never really had an idea of where my life was supposed to be. Like, I didn't say at 40 I'm supposed to be X, Y, and Z. I'm actually looking forward to 40 very much. Like, to me, it's like a new leaf, like a new chance, a new opportunity to say I am 40. That sounds amazing, because I look good.
Yes, girl. Yes. Yes. I was just about to say that. I was just about to say
Just
go
make sure
ahead,
you
go ahead.
look 50 when you're
Listen,
40.
Right,
Good.
right. So
Listen.
I'm trying not to look 50, but I did want to do all the continents by the time I turned 40, and I'm still shy. I'm still shy of my 2, and so I'm giving myself my 2-year grace. That is the pandemic. the pancake, whatever.
The
Murphy.
panini.
The
The
panini.
Panoramic.
The panoramic. I am giving myself my
Panorama.
grace and saying it is what it is. The landscape is changing. And I am also listening to all the financial people in my ear that says it is a coming. This recession is a coming. So I'm trying not to be like, what is the word, like over, like I don't know what the word is, that try not to be like overzealous maybe and say I have to do it by all means. Like my goalposts can change, life happens, things change. And so, you know, maybe I'm looking forward to all my continents by 45 now. I don't know what that looks like, but I mean, I'm sure I told you guys this, but I did like a check. I was talking to my parents while they were here, and I'm like, I haven't really been anywhere. Like, I want to see more. I want to do more. They're like, you've been to so many more places than the majority of the world. Not even like the majority of people in this car or the majority of people in the country, like in the world, you've been to more than enough, more places than a lot of people. And so you can't really look at it like, oh, you know, if you're dead tomorrow, you didn't get to go to 45 places when that was your goal. You experience life, and you're experiencing life as it comes, so just take it. So I'm not even overthinking it. My goal is to try to do one next year, maybe one more the following year. That's my goal. But the recession is a coming. And so if it comes, just like the pandemic, the pancake, the panini.
The panini.
Are we gonna really do that every time?
Every time.
Yeah. Okay.
Every time.
And let me get my P
Just
word.
like
I was
Joe
about to say,
Byron.
just get your P
Let
word
me
ready.
get my P word.
Panoramic.
Panorama.
Anything.
Get my Pandora.
Anything
Yeah.
at this point. We know what we're referencing. So just like that, life is happening. And so I'm just being. There is nothing that I don't want to say nothing that I'm letting go, because I realize that I've let go a lot of crap, but nothing that I'm like focused on trying to make happen. It just, Jesus has the wheel at this point, and the tire and brake pads and whatever I want, you can't get it coming up. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What y'all doing? 40. That's what y'all doing. Y'all 40.
I was thinking, one of my students said to me, Miss Hill, you look tired.
Jesus.
I said, for real? And he goes, yeah, you look so tired. You don't look like the Miss Hill that we know with, all this energy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought about that all day. For the entire day, I thought about it. And I got home and I said to Hill, I am tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I am tired, darn it.
Yeah.
I am tired. Things just gonna have to give. I'm tired. Like
That's right.
I'm gonna have to really just stop for a second and say, okay, I need to start introducing a lot more no's in my vocabulary.
Correct.
Because I'm tired. I'm just trying to please way too much. And it's just not working out anymore. Like my body literally feels like it's crashing. And with 40 coming, this is not when I have to start.
Man,
taking
40 is here.
vitamins.
Cut it out. 40 coming.
Stop.
This
With
is like
40
in
coming.
This is like Game of Thrones when they in the midst of the snow talking about winter
You
is
know
here.
what?
No, winter is coming. Winter is here. Winter is 40 is here. It's not coming. It is
I'm
here.
gonna need to take all of my vitamins and get my sit-ups in and my 20 minutes of workout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to start.
And arming yourself with the word no.
Listen, like, and I'm being legit. I'm really gonna have to find a way out of nowhere. Just make a way to just say no and be okay with it.
Yeah, that's a part. Be okay with it.
Yeah, and I know I'm not gonna be okay with it, but I'm gonna have to find a way. My boss wanted me to do something, and for the first time, I said I can't do it. And I felt so bad. I was like, I've never said no to him before. And I saw when he looked at me like, he was like, wait, what? because he just knew the yes was coming. You know, that anticipation, like you knew gonna be like, okay, just tell me what.
Yep.
I was like, I can't do it. And he was like, wait, what? I can't do it. I don't got time. I gotta get my child after school, and I literally have to rush out literally after school to go get her to make it to her in time. And he was like, so I get it, I get it. But I felt so bad, like the whole drive after home, I felt like I disappointed him. Like, what is wrong with you, Sophia? Get it together.
We could do a whole episode on people pleasing. Let me just tell
For
you,
real.
a whole series on people pleasing and how that's instilled in us in a culture. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Keep going.
That's definitely something though. I think I'm gonna try my best to incorporate for 23. Just a little bit more notes, not too much, just a little bit more. And really just find some time to just sit. You ever got home one day, you sat down, and you it's like your body was like, no, you can't sit down, get up. You got stuff to do. Get up and start doing something. And in your head, you're like, but there's nothing to do, but it's like you're doing something wrong. That's how I've been feeling when I'm now sitting down. Because I've been taking way less hair appointments just to just sit down. And now I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I sitting down?
You
Get
don't
up
know
and go
what to rest.
clean. Or get
Don't
up and
know
go
what
do.
to
I'm
rest.
like, what are you doing? Just stop, Sophia. Just stop. It is strange.
Yeah, there's
So-
gonna be always something to do. Work
Gotta
till you're
stop
dead.
that.
Work till you're dead.
Work till you drop.
That's why, but that's why they
No, for
say, I
real.
mean, we don't always do it, but that's why they say schedule a break. The same way you schedule other stuff, schedule a break. So what are you supposed to be doing now?
Makes
Breathing.
sense.
Like breathing.
That makes sense. It was something simple at work now. For this past week, I started doing it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it felt great. I have always worked during my lunch period. I'm never just eating. I'm eating, I'm writing, I'm eating, I'm grading, I'm eating, I'm inputting grade. I've never sat down and just ate lunch. And this week I said, no, you're gonna turn off the computer, put your grade book away, you're gonna sit and eat your food and watch YouTube videos. That's what
Okay.
you're gonna do.
YouTube videos.
Oh, I love me some YouTube videos.
I don't know what's up with YouTube nowadays. People are moving away.
I
from
love,
standard.
watching hair videos, reading. It's like a piece.
Yeah.
Seriously. And I
For
just
real.
sat every day now for this week. I've tried it and I'm absolutely loving it. I just pull up YouTube, find some random hair videos, and on YouTube go from one video to the next to the next. And I
Right.
just ate, and I let my food digest. And if anybody call me, I can't come to you right now. I'm eating, and
I
it
love
feels
it.
great.
I support
it
that.
too.
Yeah.
The
I don't
little
know if I
things.
support the YouTube video watching hair videos, but I support the hour lunch though. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Girl,
Chatting
I don't
YouTube,
think she got an hour, but okay.
really down 40 minutes.
Like, girl, I work for the state. It's not an hour.
And it's not even 40 minutes. If you think about the 5 minutes to drop them
30
off and the 5
minutes.
minutes to pick them up, we're down to 30 minutes.
It's 30.
How much video can I watch in that 30 minutes? It's only like one video.
Oh,
Anyway, I may be okay with one video, though. Still, a
Why you
stretch.
hating on my video watching
I'm
though?
just
For real.
saying.
You know, I love
For
watch
real.
YouTube video too recently.
Y'all are so weird. Y'all sound like old people. Fatty liquor already. Look how Fatty does liquor.
Sure.
Me and
Sure.
Carol don't know nothing
She
about
had
that.
an
Like,
issue
how
with
we
our
are young
thumbs up.
girl. We are
Now
young
talking about-
girl.
Look at that
No,
together.
can I just tell you how all week I'm using it to tell people great and stuff, and I'm like, are they thinking I'm being weird?
Let me just tell you, every time I've done it,
But now I
since
feel
then,
funny about using my thumbs up.
no,
Me
ma'am.
too, Sharp.
Good. You deserve to do it. So
Every time I put thumbs up, I think of Misha. And I'm like, am I showing my age? Should I
I'm
stop
like,
this?
am I offending the person?
this is like when old people send those the wet emoji and think they're talking about going swimming, and you're like, you using it wrong. You using it wrong.
Yes,
Mm,
I am.
mm,
Gotcha.
You using it wrong.
mm.
I
It's
forgot
rough.
that. I forgot that. Make sure it say phone phone set pan, you know, and you look on old people phone and the font is like this big. I forgot increase in the font and all these
Eh.
things. Font is gonna look
Eh.
on hard.
Whatever, man. Whatever. As long as I don't look 40, I can live with acting 40.
This
Okay.
is true. I don't know nothing about that.
I love telling my students, I'm older than I look, just in case y'all
God.
think.
No, I mean, I know that because I'm gonna say, "Are you 60?" and just break up themselves with me. Just
Because
break
when
up.
I tell them I left college like 20
It,
years ago,
no, so
they don't understand what I mean by nearly 20 years ago.
pause.
Nearly, nearly,
I am
nearly, nearly.
onboarding. Let me see. 28. I am onboarding people, and of course, I see their date of birth. And I see date of birth pop up, and I'm like, this can't right. Them must be 10. This can't right. And I
Them
do the
was
math, and
30s.
they're 20 or 21, and I'm like, the heck? How old am I? Like, what year do you have to be born?
There's this meme that says, when you think of 30 years ago, do you think of the 1970s? Because
Yes,
not.
yes.
30
I'm
years
like,
ago,
this person
not
is
the
like
1970s.
22, and they born in like the 2000. I'm like, 2000?
That hit me, Misha, with my brother. My brother, I was like, what are you now? He's like, I'm turning 21. I'm like, wait, but weren't you born like 2000? Is it 2000 like 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 right there? He was like, I'm turning 21. I'm like, you can't be 20 yet. You're barely 18. He's like, okay,
Okay.
okay.
I thought you were the maths teacher. You can't admit. Can't.
The maths
I
isn't mathing.
The
It's
maths, not mathsing.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
not
Not at all.
mathing.
Oh
Not at all.
my
Hilarious.
God.
But you're absolutely right. When I think of 30, I'm thinking of 70s. Like, oh, back in the 70s, you're like, wait, calm down.
Ma'am, the
At
90s.
least the 19, maybe like the early 1980s. I don't know what I'm thinking. Like we're in early 2022, 20, it's the early 80s. I don't know.
Girl, the 90s.
Yeah.
Them old people,
At least now I know how my mom felt when she was my age. And we used to call her old. And she used to look at us like, don't worry yourself. You'll be right here soon. I'm like,
Right? Can you
sure.
imagine all of them are looking about 90s dance hall? Like, would they go with them old things there?
Shame,
Mm.
shame.
Rough.
I went to a gathering recently and we were doing the butterfly. And the little younger ones, what the heck are you doing? Like the
Don't know them
butterfly.
history. Them don't know them
Butterfly.
history.
Bogo, people, bogo.
You know
No,
much
ma'am.
dance drop last week? You talk about butterfly. About 16 dance drop last week alone. What you say? You talk about butterfly. Sorry, you
Little
gotta
girl
catch
said,
up.
bogo, what? What
They
is
don't know
that?
their history. That's the history. That's where all
Thank
this
you,
dancing
ma'am.
come from.
I'm like, shame on your parents. That's what I had to say. Shame on your parents.
my children
Right.
don't know butterfly or bogo either. Just to
My
throw
daughter
that out
knows
there.
butterfly and bogo. You best believe.
Good
I'm
for her.
done.
She'll butterfly for you in a heartbeat.
What you
Mercy.
butterfly into?
Huh?
The bogo
Do
song
the
and
butterfly.
Oh, what I say? We don't even know if I find that upon YouTube. See, this is the YouTube problem that we're having. This is an epidemic. It's the old people epidemic where they just listen to random crap on YouTube and start
You know what's on
dance to it.
YouTube? Oliver at large.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean,
Yes,
everything
ma'am.
is on YouTube. Let's just talk about it. Everything is
No.
on YouTube.
Don't hate on YouTube.
I'm not. I'm judging your choice of YouTube. That is a whole
Whatever.
difference that is happening right now. YouTube, all right. YouTube serve its purpose. When I want to watch my little highlights, them of stupidness that's going on, or my track videos of some stupidness, I always go to YouTube. But I'm judging your choices. Your old
I
people.
think Misha and Sharfa, you guys would appreciate this conversation. My students today, one of their problems, it said that it showed them a picture with two kids. One was passing the baton to the next kid, and said for them to make up a story. One of the girls said, "Oh, two kids are playing tag." I was like, "Tag? Really?" One other kid said, "Oh, they run around throwing sticks." So in my mind, I'm like, "Wait, these kids don't watch track and field? Like, what is happening?" So I'm listening to all of them and all of their stories, and I couldn't take it any more naturally. I'm like, "Wait, you guys don't know track and field? Nobody watched track and field. Nobody watched the Olympics." And they're like, "Track and who? The Olymp what?"
Nope. Track and field is not a big sport in America.
Can I tell you I was upset?
And these
I
were
have to admit I was
elementary
upset.
kids, right?
Huh?
These are middle school or elementary?
Elementary.
Yeah.
Track is not a big sport in
Listen,
America.
in Jamaica, for you can walk. You know,
Basic
tracker.
school champs, miss. Basic
Listen,
school champs.
they got
They are
ropes.
5.
Ropes,
The,
so you don't
the
run out to your
oldest.
lane.
Yep, the oldest is 5 years old, and them are basic school champs where schools
Listen.
compete against other schools. Okay, they don't be
It was,
fine.
I was very shocked, honestly, that none of them knew anything about track and field.
Mercy.
Because it's like second nature to me, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's
when
weird.
no one knew what a baton was or what a relay was,
It's
to me, it
they
was just like,
traded sticks.
Might as well.
what the heck is happening?
Might as well at this point.
I mean,
Dang.
We
Dang.
also do a whole episode on the difference in sports culturally,
yeah,
because
it's definitely a cultural thing.
nobody's saying, let me run so that I can get out the ghetto. No one.
No, they're playing basketball and football to do
Right.
that.
In Jamaica, they're saying, let me run so I can get out the ghetto.
Yeah.
Literally.
I want to go to America, I gotta run. None of them are saying, let me go pick up a basketball. Nobody.
No, sir.
So,
Can't compete with the supply chain.
well, we have some Jamaicans that are, we have that guy that plays on, what you call it, that's Jamaican, like straight out of Jamaica, not like his parents are Jamaican. I just
Oh
don't
yeah, there is
remember
a
his
Jamaican
name.
basketball player.
Can't remember his name.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
man, I'm sure we have some, but you just can't compete with the supply here.
yeah, no, you're right.
From
It's
high
just,
This one is
school and
fresh.
stuff.
What's his name?
yep.
Yeah.
And
So
I
fun,
can't
so
tell.
so Shar, you guys are gonna be. It sounds like Char's gonna be in Jamaica for most of December. That's how
Oh,
you're
they
finishing
say
out your
40
year.
again. I'm like, y'all gonna really say 40 again?
I'm
Oh.
saying 40 again. Don't worry. Give Carrie a chance to ask a question and I'll throw in 40 in
40
there
end up with
somewhere.
40?
Don't worry yourself. No worry yourself. It's
Like,
a
again?
good throw in. yes.
No, I'm just clarifying. So both of you will be in Jamaica in December. It sounds like you're finishing out the year on a restful note. Is that the
I
plan?
will be
or is
rested.
it-
Will
I will
y'all
be
be
rested.
resting for real, or will y'all be
Yeah.
partying and entertaining, and which is
I'm
also
I
quite
am finished. I'm started 40, right?
Ooh!
I started 40.
I
wait,
didn't even
started
have
my
to bring up
20.
the 40 this time. You see? See it just naturally happen. I'm telling you.
I mean, I think she just switched over into 40-year-old conversation anyway.
Listen,
Right.
What is she
this
doing?
is grown. This okay. I'm about to be
Grown
real grown.
conversation.
All right. I was even telling my mother, I was like, I'm about to be real grown. Real grown. All right. So get it
Reach your
together.
big
When you
age.
see me pull up at that hotel, don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me my shorts too short, my dress too, don't I want to hear it.
Because you're a
40.
big person. You're a big
Thank you.
person.
Grown.
Grow-
Not just grown
adult.
up.
Big woman.
Grown.
You reach big age.
Listen to me. Adult. I'm now an adult officially.
Makes sense.
Hi, God, poor you. If only that was the case.
That makes sense to me.
Because
What was the question, Carrie Ann? Sorry.
if she's just clarifying if you're ending the year on a restful note, and so you're leaving, that's how you intend to leave 2022.
Yeah, I think so. Listen, y'all, it's been years since almost everything I've decided, no matter how stressful, I'm not gonna make it bother me. It's been years since I've kind of been in that mode.
Yep.
And it's not a nonchalant mode. I'm still high energy. I still do a lot of work. I still trying to achieve, but I just don't get bogged down too much in, like making anything like completely steer me off course or so. Yeah, I'm always seeking it, even if I don't have it. Even if I don't have it, I'm always looking for a place where I can just take a little minute and recenter. So, yep, I will be recentering, but I plan to have lots of fun. Plan to do no work.
Is that a real thing?
I don't believe so, but we're gonna see. Honestly, I don't believe so. I remember last year how I made these plans for my birthday too, and I was on the beach on my birthday, but I was also doing meetings and on work calls on the beach. So I don't know how to do it. I don't know, but it's okay. I still had a wonderful time.
Last
I
year
did.
you weren't in the role that you're in now, though.
Yes, kind of, sort of. I still have some of the same responsibilities. So yeah. But that's okay. It's that part of my life, and I don't mind it. You know, it gives me some flexibility, but then sometimes it demands of me in some weird moments. It's fine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point you might be addicted to that also, just like
I think every
So-
academic is like this in a way. And people most people who know academics are used to people that are like this.
I hear
I
you.
think so. That's been my observation.
I'm gonna ask Carrie, maybe Carrie can just close this out, but I want to say that I am looking forward to all the things that are going to happen for y'all in 2023. That's what I'm looking forward to for 2023. I feel like there'll be some changes for me also, but I really don't know what that looks like. Like I can't envision it, and I won't try to envision it. Because once I try to envision it, is when Mana Plan got us laugh like hysterically. And so I don't even attempt to do that. But I feel like things are going to be different for y'all as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Go ahead,
I
Carrie.
agree with you, Misha. I was just, while you guys were talking about I never make resolutions, but I think back about how at the beginning of the year, I can't ever plan or predict what's happening during the year. Like I think of different years in my life. Like the year I got married. I didn't know in January I was about to get married that year.
Wow.
The year I got divorced, I did not know I was supposed to get divorced that year. I didn't. So listen, I didn't know I was gonna buy a house the year I bought a house. I did not know that I was gonna sell my house the year. Like I just feel like you just don't know. So I agree with you. I'm just here looking forward to y'all, Misha.
I don't know. I think you all, I would definitely call your bluff on some of that. Even
Lord,
listening back to our teaser episode, and we're talking about goal setting at that in that conversation. I want to say,
you mean
and
4 years
these
ago?
are some very goal oriented women. And like, I don't have no goals. I'm just living my life.
And then we turned 40, man.
And then we turned 40, yo. We turned 40.
And we became
And
adults and
I wasn't
realized
buying it then, and I'm not buying it now. I find it hard to believe that these things just happenstance to happen. You're making these big life changes. Like, I had no idea.
no, because we realize that things happen when opportunities arise, and we just set ourselves up to be present when it does. We're not.
But there is an intention there, right? Opportunities don't just materialize. You have to be prepared for them. You got to be prepared to take advantage of when opportunity presents itself. So it's like, okay, I didn't know I was going to get married that year, but I was in a serious relationship with a man I was prepared to marry. And I think like some of those things I would push back on to say, did you really not have that in mind? Like, was that not your intention? Right? Like, I think some of that feels a little like, I don't know, you all don't seem like fly by the pants type of people. So I find it very hard to believe when certain things happen. I'm like, that feels intentional, whether you recognize it as such.
No, I think what we mean, I don't know what Misha means. Okay, well, what I mean is that I don't make resolutions. I did not have that.
Well, whether you call them resolutions or not, you have some intention.
No, and I had no intentions. I might be in a place of it. And yes, you're right. I was in a serious relationship, but I never had to get married that year.
Could have been 5 years later.
Anything else, opportunities present themselves, and yes, you're prepared for it because you're a responsible person, you're mature, and you have things in place to like progress through life and through certain stages. But I don't think it means that I was intentional about doing those things at those points. It just means I was open and I was in a place to be able to make those decisions. So when I say I didn't make a resolution, it means I'm not the one to plan and say, like, these are the things I want this year. It's just a different approach. It doesn't mean these are not things I'm prepared to do this year. It just means for some reason, the way my brain works, I'm not stating or writing them down.
We
But
don't have a vision board.
right. It's not like I'm saying
I don't have a vision board. I'm sorry.
no, but I just
Maybe
mean like I'm not
talking
saying I'm
for-
going to two
for-
places. Like, oh, this year I'm gonna travel to 2 countries. I'm never gonna say that. But it doesn't mean that I'm always wanting to travel. I'm always wanting to experience something new. And I'm prepared to have that in my
If the
life. There's certain
opportunity
things,
comes
Carrie's right. Certain things happen. That's a hell to no. But then there's certain things, you're right. There's a place for it and I'm prepared for it because it's been coming over the time. You know, like it's been building. But I don't think it's
Carrie
guaranteed.
still don't buy it.
I'm still not buying it. And it's not because it's relegated to a calendar year. I think intention setting isn't about the year. Intention setting is these are the things I want in my life.
In your
And you
life,
might put
thank
a
you.
date
That's it.
on them, right? Sometimes it's next year, sometimes it's in 5 years, whatever you quantify it as. But I think we might be defining intention setting in a different way. Like I'm not calling things a resolution, but I certainly have like in my head of what I want my life to look like, right? It's like when Sophia's looking at a house for her and her family.
No,
You're
so
not
then
like,
no.
well, if I find a house, it's okay. No, you are intending to find, right? Like you have a vision in your head. You're looking for a thing. And that's what I mean by intentional, living. Not necessarily this year I'm going to do this thing.
Well, even this year I'm going to do this thing is different because I think I agree with Char where there is fluidity in my intentions. So for example, one part of the year I might think, okay, maybe I want to get married at some point. Let me go sort out myself. Now, obviously this is not me, so this is just a randomness.
Random example.
Randomness. So I need to go, my intention is to do that. And so maybe I should start putting myself in place, sorting out myself so that I can be open to receive somebody else so that I can get married at some point. And then in 6 months, I could change my mind and say, nope, that ain't for me. I just don't ever want to get married. And so to me, it's fluid in the moment. Like in the moment, I want this. In the moment, these are my goals for myself. And then they can change. Like I don't care anymore. Or so there are people who are very intentional about their goals. So for example, the goal of me buying a new house, that was always a goal of mine. I had that goal since I bought this house, and that was 6 years ago. The goal was be in the house for 4 years, 5 years. Once the kids are moving into a new school, a new house I have to buy. Right? Always the goal. And here I am. I don't even feel like I failed at that. I felt like my intention 5 years ago have shifted and I have adjusted accordingly. So there is no like set thing that I want to do. There is nothing that I say that, as I said, on a vision board. Like if you ask Lati what is on her vision board, she's like, retire tomorrow. There's nothing else. That's it. The only thing on her vision board, and that is her goal, is to retire tomorrow. And how can she set herself up to retire? And that has never wavered. That has always been the goal. I don't have that. There is nothing where I can say, this is how I'm going to get from point A to point B and do it. I am living, and as things go, so I go so.
So Carrie,
I hear y'all say, but Sophie's very quiet. So I'm curious to hear what Soph thinks about all of this because I hear y'all talking, and
I want to clarify. You change a little goalpost that I have to agree with Carrie Ann. I agree that in life I'm intentional because I have very clear things and expectations from myself in life, and I have aspirations for myself in life. So in that case, yes, but calendar year, no. But everything I'm working towards something. So when opportunities present themselves, then yes, I'm prepared. So yes, I liked when you said life. Yes.
I mean, when you think of aspirations, though, is it like I want to be
I
rich?
think I think you're all saying the same thing. The only difference is the time frame that you're putting on it. You're both saying the same thing, because what Sharfa is saying is exactly what Carrie is saying. But Sharfa is trying to explain that Carrie's saying you're intentional in whatever you do. You don't get up and just be like, I'm just gonna float through life and let the wind carry me wherever. You
Yes.
have visions, you have goals. What Sharfa is saying, I do, but I don't have a time frame on them. If they happen in that year, then I accept them in that year. I prepare myself. So you're both saying the same thing. It's just the time that I think is where the difference is, which I don't think Carrie's saying. For example, Sharfa said she's gonna get up in January and say, I'm gonna get married this year. You didn't say it, but in the back of your head, you're with this guy. You guys are committed. You know it was a possibility. You didn't say it's going to happen in that year, but you knew it was a possibility. So, and you knew that was something that you wanted. So you were intentional to be with somebody that you knew you would have married eventually, just not, maybe not, you didn't plan for it in that year. But if it came as it did, you went for it. So I think you're both saying the same thing.
I wish
In all
richness would
fairness.
just come like that too, like the one year. Just me.
What'd you
thinking
say,
about
Mish?
things. I said I wish richness would just come to me like that. Like I'm prepared for it. You know, I am in it. I'm working every day. Just give it the money. Just give it. Just give it to me.
Give me the money.
I have to say, regarding the richness, I really think we should really spend some time in the 2023 year to look into life insurance. I will have some more to say about that once I finish the class.
You mean we
I'm
can't
not
go on?
I'm not being certified or anything. I'm just so before we start.
Yeah.
But it was something was presented to me regarding life insurance, and we've been robbed. Not robbed, but we've not been properly educated regarding life insurance.
You mean I can't just do a GoFundMe? That's what I'm banking on. That's my life insurance.
Ma'am,
Look, there are
That's-
like millions of people doing
that's all there
GoFundMe on
Yeah.
funeral expenses and taking care of their children because they dead. Why I can't do it too? I'm just wondering.
You know, and
Wonder.
nothing against GoFundMe. It's necessary, it's needed. I get it sometimes, but I see some GoFundMes for people, and it made me think. I'm not gonna lie to you, and world, whoever's watching this, please forgive me if you're offended, but it makes me think, like, you knew that death would have come eventually. You weren't planning for it tomorrow, right? We know we're gonna die eventually, right? I don't know about you, but I don't plan on living forever. It's not forever.
Well, they're not planning for it. They're like, you know, Mish is like, I don't know, planning for it. Mish has life insurance though.
Dodging it.
Okay.
Dodging it.
It's true, right? I think there are some people that live that way. And for whatever reason, that's not a priority. And I'm sure they're valid reasons, you know. But people who are living their life in an intentional way, they're setting it up in that. They're setting up those systems.
Absolutely.
That's what people who are living intentionally do.
Absolutely.
You know, I strongly believe that. And I don't think this is a fly by your seat of your pants group. So
I'm flying a little, like, you know, like chicken or whatever, just a little flying going on, like whoop, 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 that kind of flying, you know.
I'm done with you.
So a little flying is happening at this point.
Flying.
As
I
you
saw
get
this girl
older,
today with her
flying.
eyelashes. She was definitely flying.
Yeah,
That
this is
child
a
was out
whole
here.
episode on fun. These lashes, how they have become a thing. Okay, take me back to 30 years. Is it 30 years ago?
I've never seen lashes that long. I swear to you, she was out here.
You should have asked her where she got it. Say I got bun down the place.
Long.
Oh my God, where'd you get that? Just to go
Speaking of
bun down the
lashes,
place.
I'm saving these.
But that don't look bad.
That is nothing, Kelly.
Nothing.
These are pretty long.
Nothing. I'm telling
No,
you, her
ma'am.
lashes, but I was here. I tried to get a picture. I really did. I was like, yo, I have to share this with the group. But I don't know if maybe if you zoom in, you can see them better because I was a little far away. I was like, what the heck is happening? Should I find the wind take her away?
Fly away. Fly away.
Lady living her best life out here in these streets.
Listen to me. And then she had one side of her head blonde and one side black. I said, "You come true, baby girl, come true."
You're too old for them style.
40,
That style
okay?
style beyond your years at this point.
This was a great conversation. Thanks, ladies.
Wait,
Thanks for
before we
obliging
go, so are you flying by your seat of your pants or not?
Wait, what?
What are you being intentional? Is the question.
Oh
I'm
God.
always intentional.
Okay, cool.
I believe I should be. I mean, I don't put time frame on it. Some things. No, some
Yeah.
things I definitely put time frame on. Like this belly in front of me, it needs to go before December.
Embrace the belly. You're not even
No,
a
ma'am.
look no man. To
This
you.
is also true. This
You have people out there where I look man and need to get rid of belly and still a
Excuse
fine
me.
man.
I am looking at my one to you, Mr.
Let me hang up. It's time to go, guys. It's time to go.
we're logging off. We're logging off. Immediately. Abort.
Abort mission. Abort. Whatever. Anyway, love y'all. Bye.
Terrible.
Awful.